so coffee tastes mighty good. That's not the reason why I've gotta get back up to that sugar shack.
Hey everybody, Jim Tedesco here from Millennium County Railroad version 2.0. And today we're going to carry on a conversation about the cameras, multiple camera use. I got a mail call, I got my cameras in. We're going to go ahead and review the cameras. There won't be much of a review because, hey, they're just cameras, right? Either work or they don't. And we'll show you how to hook them up to your computer, both a desktop and a laptop. So stand by. We'll get the camera moved around. We'll get right on it. Alright, so here we are. We're going to do a mail call. Aha, mail calls. What we have here is not one, but two webcams. These are the ones that I was telling you guys about in my last video. These were at the Amazon. Now, funny and all kind of a stupid thing as well. The first one I bought was $10.99. The next day I thought, you know, I should probably get an extra one. So I was expecting to get that one for $10.99, but I didn't. It was $12.99. So that's what I get for not thinking real good about it. Not much to these things. They're pretty basic. The real question is how well it's going to work. So what we're going to do is, the main reason I wanted to get two of them was, of course, for being able to see if they'll work on my computer, because I've got enough now I could hook up 4 cameras simultaneously. So I'm going to pause the camera for a bit, get this all set up, and we'll see how it goes. So stay tuned. Okay, we're back. And I've got all 4 cameras hooked up. So I got this one here is my 922, the Logitech. This is the webcam I just bought. This is the second webcam I just bought. And this is my camcorder. Now, I don't know if you can do this on a laptop or not. Now, my desktop is kind of powerful for what it is. Not near as powerful as the one I have in the main house, but still, it's basically the same, except that I think this has an 8-core, or a 6 or an 8-core processor, and the one in the house has an 8 or a 10-core. I don't remember which. Now, I would have to go drag it. I got a laptop. I could probably drag it out here. The problem is, no, there's really no problem. I should be able to hook up to the laptop. I'll bring it out here in a minute, and we'll see if we can get 4 cameras on it. Now, I know one thing here we've got on this one. Let's see. Camera controls. That's not what I wanted. This one here. Folder. Yeah, there's a way to change the resolution on this, and I forgot how already. Rotate. You say photo, resolution. There we go. Yeah, see, the resolution is way too high on this from the factory. So we're going to lower it down to 1920 by 1080. And that should make a big bunch of difference on it. Or not. Wow. Well, we have a problem here. We're going to get it though. Hang on a second. Okay, well, for some reason I can't slow it down, or maybe I'm just not using the right stuff. Let me try something different here. Try this one. There we go. Just had to change the resolution on there. So, if you're having a problem where it won't pick up your camera, the best thing to do is to delete the camera, go ahead and add another camera, and while you're configuring it, go to a lower resolution. Now, the two webcams are at 1080, I believe. Let me check and find out. Yeah, 1920 by 1080, 30 frames per second. So that's not a problem. We know that'll work. The camcorder, oops. Camcorder set the same way, 19 by 20 by 1080, 30 frames per second. And I'm not sure what the NV12 is, but these all seem to be doing really well. Now, this one here, I lowered that a lot, 1280 to 720. So let me try this. Let's go down to 20 frames per second. There we go. That's fine. Now this one here I changed over to 1920 by 1080, 20 frames per second, NV12. So that seems to be what was needed. And they all seem to be pretty well synced up pretty good. There's not much of a delay in between them. And the delay is nominal if it is, but... So that's what we got going here. Now, I didn't buy the extension cables yet. But I'm sure they'll work. I mean, they're guaranteed to work. So I'm going to get two 30-footers. And I'll probably have a camera in the back on each corner somewhere near there. I got to figure out how to hide them back there for the most part. And the other two, well, I'm going to have to order another webcam because I don't want to use the camcorder, but like I said, what I should have done, I should have just ordered 4 of the $10.99 webcams on Amazon when they had them. They're decent. They've got a decent picture on them. Now obviously the Logitech has probably a superior picture. It's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, they're all pretty reasonably close. Same with the camcorder. The camcorder's a 10. Everything I use nowadays is 1080p. So overall, I'd say this was a good deal. Even at $12.99, the webcams aren't bad. I think after you figure out tax and all that crap. Now I have Amazon Prime, so there's no shipping on it. But I think it was $14.29 or something like that. I don't really remember. But still, you can't go wrong. I mean, you can't get a cheaper camera. And they're relatively small. Can we see that there? There we go. They're relatively small for what they are. And they should work just fine. So, I'd say overall, pretty damn good deal. And like I said now, a good computer, the majority of them will easily handle 4 cameras simultaneously. I don't know if this one will do more than that or not. I don't have more, so there's no way I would know. And I'm not going to use more than 4 anyway. But as I stated before, if you use more than 4, you want to have a switchable hub. and they have one of those at Walmart for $8.99. If you pick it up at Walmart, there's no shipping charge. So you can get, I think it's up to 7 cameras per hub. If you add more, you could get 2 of the hubs, plug them into your USB ports on your desktop or your laptop, and just switch them out as you need. So if you're going down the road, you hit your first one first, then you'll switch that one off and you go right to your second one. Or if you can display, you can probably, even on a cheap machine, you can display 2 at a time. So you can have 1 and 2 on. As you approach 2, you can shut 1 off, turn on number 3 as you approach, or as you get halfway through 2. You could turn off, or as you approach 3, you could turn off 2 and put on 4, and so on and so on. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a pain in the butt, but if you want to have multiple cameras, this might be the only way you can do it. I'm not aware of any other way of doing it unless you had a seriously high-end computer that was dedicated specifically to the cameras. So we did like a $3,000 laptop or desktop, either one, with nothing on it except for the Windows program, this multi-capture 4K software program, and that's it. Nothing else. You might be able to get 6, maybe 8 cameras. I don't think you could do any better than that. Maybe I'm wrong, but my understanding is that most computers, 4 is the maximum. So I'm going to break again, take a pause here. I'm going to go get my laptop. I'm going to bring it in here, and we're going to hook up the laptop and see if it can handle 4 cameras. So stay tuned, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and amazingly, it does work on a laptop, and this is not a very good laptop. It's an older one. Now, it's not quite as fast. I mean, you're better off using a desktop with or a better laptop, but you can use 4 cameras on it, apparently. Well, maybe. I don't know why the 922, but of course, I'm using a different software program because it won't let me re-download the one that I bought yesterday. So, but just for the sake of trying it, and I'm using IP Camera Viewer 4. It's a free program. You can't record on this, but if anybody's looking just to watch their trains as they go by, this one will work just fine. Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of lag here, but that's probably my computer. I'm not quite sure how you can change the resolution on this, or even if it can be changed. But I know there's a zoom feature on this, yeah, so you can zoom in. Same with this one here. Zoom in. Those are the 2 webcams. This is my camcorder. It'll allow you to zoom in too. It's there we go. And this is the Logitech 922. It'll also let you zoom in. So you can probably do more with this software as far as just viewing, but it doesn't allow you to record it, and it is free. It's called IP Camera View, or IP Camera Viewer 4. You can download it off the internet. And just like the first one, you can add as many cameras as you want. But like I said, I don't think you can get more than 4 on a computer. Like I said, you're really pushing on a laptop. This is a relatively slow laptop. If you have a better one, I believe this is only a 4-core processor. And yeah, it's not much. It's a Lenovo IdeaPad. I bought this about 7 years ago. I use it as my backup case one of the big ones go bad. But it does work. So yeah, you can do that. And like I said, if you're having a problem getting your third or fourth cameras in, look at the resolution on them. And experiment with different resolutions. I showed you how on the other one. Of course, I can't bring it back up now because we switched everything over. I don't even have that hooked up. See, I had to pull my my hub off the desktop to I got my hub right here. And it's not a switchable hub, it's just a 4-in-1. So anyway, that's about it. I can't think of anything else to say. If you have any questions regarding placement of camera, whatever, you go back to yesterday's video. And I do explain why you need the extension cables, because there's a, I believe it's a 7 or 15-foot limitation on USB cable under normal circumstances. So you got to buy these other, I can't even get on there now, but these other extension cables from the company that I showed you guys yesterday. So go back and look at that video if you need more information on the cabling. Same thing with the hub. Now they have a switchable hub, like I said, at Walmart. And that should take care of you if you have a lot of cameras. And I know some of you guys are talking, you might have anywhere from 5 to 15 cameras. So that's what you're going to need. You'll have to, like I said, switch them on and off as you use them. If there's any more questions, leave them in the comment section. As usual, keep it on the rails. Thank you for watching. I hope this was informative and helpful to anybody looking into it. And we'll see you again real soon on the next one. Bye for now.